In this documentary, I'm exploring the evolution of Counter-Strike and the competitive scene. Where better to start than the beginning? They started making Counter-Strike 1.6 in 1999 as a Half-Life mod. A year later, Counter-Strike was released in the year 2000. The game later spawned a franchise and is the first instalment in the Counter-Strike series.
I know a little bit about Counter-Strike. I know it's kind of like an action shooting kind of game, and people can play in teams, and basically they kind of like sort of fight against each other, and it becomes quite competitive. I think it's quite a good game.
Counter-Strike is an FPS shooter that has over 13 million players online every single day. The main objective is to fight against other players to win rounds. Once you've reached 16 rounds, you win the game. There are two teams, counter-terrorists and terrorists. The counter-terrorists win if they defuse the bomb or kill all of the opposition. The terrorist must carry a bomb, plant it in one of the designated spots and protect it from being disarmed by the counter-terrorists before it explodes to win or kill the opposition. Counter-Strike 1.6 had a small update to keep it alive for some years, but never changed much. The first LAN tournament for Counter-Strike 1.6 was Game June 2003, which had a prize pool of $20,000. After the success of Game June 2003, there were more tournaments throughout the rest of 2003 which brought popularity to this game.
I think you need absolutely a good setup to become a pro. There's no point being a pro and then having rubbish, equipment. So yeah, you do need the set, but depends really how much you want to spend.
Until 2004, where Valve, Turtle Rock Studios grouped together to make Counter-Strike Source. This was the first time Counter-Strike had scheduled events in the year. The Counter-Strike fan base grew over the years and got to the point where in 2010 there were 25 events in this year alone. This made Counter-Strike one of the most watched esports in the world. Counter-Strike grew at an unbelievable pace and wasn't going to stop at any time soon. Time passed and trophies were won, and teams like Envious and Virtus Pro were at the top of their own game. In 2013, one of the biggest updates for Counter-Strike was released that no one saw coming.
I don't get too attached to it. Oh my god. Okay. Alright then. God, JW, he's oh my god, what? James, what's going on?
Counter-Strike Global Offensive was modernised and had improved graphics and mechanics. The competitive scene was excited for the update, and at the peak of release there were 20 million players online waiting to get their hands on it. Teams like Ninjas in Pyjamas and Virtus Pro studied all of the team to find weaknesses in their play. By the time the next event rolled around, Ninjas in Pyjamas, the Swedish team, was ready to take victory. They won that event with ease, but what happened next, no one had predicted.
I think they can make quite a bit of money depending on how good they are. Probably about $500,000 to $800,000 a year. I might be slightly out on that, but that's what I think they probably can earn.
Ninjas in Pyjamas managed to pull off an 87 win streak against the best team in the scene. After all of those wins, Ninjas in Pyjamas as a team made $360,000 over just 9 months. They're still regarded to this day as the legends of Counter-Strike. Counter-Strike is still growing strong and is getting updated when needed. The recent event had a prize pool of $1 million and was won by Ninjas in Pyjamas. Thank you for watching my documentary about the history of Counter-Strike and the esports scene.